Let's make this cute quilted crossbody bag. First, you need to cut all of these rectangles out of your lining and fashion fabric. I chose faux leather and canvas, but any fabrics will work for this. I first took my biggest fashion fabric rectangle and attached some thin interfacing to it by stitching a basting stitch all around the rectangle, leaving a 10 cm opening. I then used that opening to stuff the rectangle with some old pillow stuffing I had. Alternatively, you could use some padding. I then took a ruler and a pen to split the rectangle into vertical and horizontal lines 5 cm apart to achieve this checkered look. Next, I was sewing all along those lines to ultimately make my faux leather look quilted. This takes a bit of time, and you also want to make sure that the fabric doesn't crease when sewing. My rectangle then looked nice and puffy like this. I then moved on to creating the handles. For this, I took my handle rectangles and sewed them right sides together. I of course turned them right sides out and then also stuffed these with some of my pillow stuffing. Next, we are going to work on our lining. I chose magnetic clasps for the closure of my bag. I cut some smaller rectangles that my clasp can hold on to when inserted into the lining. I took the inside cover of my clasp to make the distance of the spikes onto my lining fabric and then cut small slits into my fabric. I can then poke the clasp through those holes, and I also cut slits into my smaller lining rectangle to place on top of my clasp from the inside. Next, we close the clasp with the inner cover and use pliers to fasten the clasp. We of course need to do this with the other side too. We can now work on the little strap holders. I take my smallest rectangles, fold the raw edges inside it, fold it in half and then top stitch it. This can then go through my D-rings. I then attached the handles to my bag by placing it onto my quilted rectangle with the handles facing inwards. I quickly decided I wanted them much shorter, so I seam ripped the handles off and attached them further down the handle. I cut off all my excess seam allowance and then placed my D-ring holders onto my quilted rectangle. I attached one on each end and side of the rectangle. Now we can close the side seams of the rectangle by folding it in half and stitching all along both sides. And we repeat the same with the lining. Once the sides are closed, we need to take the side seam, grab the corner of it and fold it sideways to create the width of the bag. We do this on both sides and with both the lining and fashion fabric. This needs to be the same amount of fabric on each side and with both the lining and the fashion fabric. Once it's sewn, the excess fabric can be cut off. We can then insert the lining into the bag by placing the bag right sides out into our lining, which is wrong sides out. The lining is shorter than the fashion fabric, so we need to pull the lining up to the fashion fabric and pin it together. We sew all around the top edge of this, leaving about a 5 cm gap. This gap we can then of course use to turn the whole bag right sides out. To close the gap, we fold the raw edge inside the back and shuffle the lining around so that the fashion fabric is pulled inwards slightly. We then need to top stitch the entire edge of the back, which closes the open gap. I then also decided to seam rip the top row of quilt stitching on my back, as this kind of overlapped with the top stitching of the lining. Lastly, we need to create the crossbody strap. For this, we take the long thin rectangles, which in my case I had to initially sew together as my fabric wasn't long enough for this, and we hem each end of each rectangle. Next, we need to sew both rectangles right sides together. However, I'm sewing the ends to be a little thinner than the rest of the strap. Of course, we can then cut off any excess fabric, and we can turn this right sides out. To give it extra stability and make it a little stronger, I also top stitch my entire strap on each side. I then fitted my hardware. For this, I followed a super useful tutorial, which I will link in the description below, but essentially you feed the strap through one of the swivel clips and then feed the same end of the strap through the slide buckle, covering the middle metal. You then need to fold the end of that strap slightly over and stitch it to the strap. Next, you take the other end of your strap and feed it through the other end of the buckle and over the middle metal again. You can now already adjust the length of the strap, but the last step is to attach the other swivel clip to the other end of the strap just by feeding it through and stitching the strap to itself to lock the clip in place. Lastly, you clip your strap to your D-rings, and with that you are finished, and here is the final outcome. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, my new favorite bag. I feel so accomplished having created this, and it was not difficult at all. I love how puffy it is and that I have the choice of the crossbody strap and the handles. It fits all of my essentials, and with the neutral color also goes with every outfit. I love my new bag, and I think you will do too. Make sure to show me your results if you do try this, and other than that, thank you so much for watching.